Not Sam movie review.
Yes.
Hit the graphic.
Da, 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 da. By the way, it would have been nice if you had created one.
I did create one.
Oh, back in the day. That's right. We tried a lot of stuff
You SOB.
during the content initiative.
Right?
It was the
we
pandemic.
still have Not Sam Gaming ready to go.
Yeah. That's because you want me to do a gaming thing.
I do. I'll start a channel. You join, but let's go. Movie review.
Okay. So, I want to talk to you about this movie, Strange Darling. I went to see Strange Darling in the cinema. Now, we're not going to spoil it because this is a movie that a lot of the reviewers, I think it might even be on the poster. One of the most fascinating, no, that's not it. Sublimely brilliant. You must go in blind. This is what people are saying. To watch this movie properly, you must go in blind. And I don't know if blind is the right word, but at least don't have your glasses on. You know what I mean? To go in. Yes. Yes.
See anything.
We do know this is a thriller, right? Not a supernatural thriller. I talked to you about Long Legs and why I didn't love I don't love supernatural elements unless it's a straight up supernatural movie. And that's what I paid my ticket for. Like I go in going, okay, I'm here to see, Ed and Lorraine Warren get a demon out of the house. Like if that's
you don't want to be surprised with supernatural.
No, because then I'm like, oh,
it's cheap. It's a cheap out.
Right? Yeah. It was like when I watched the first episode of Lost, and there was a polar bear running through the jungle, and I was like, oh, we could just do anything then. Okay, all right, yeah, all right. I'm not watching this show. But Strange Darling takes place in the real world, very realistic. Basically, without giving anything away. It's the story of a man and a woman who meet up for a romantic encounter. And what follows is one of the most insane, violent nights in today that anybody could ever expect to see. It's amazing. And the reason that you go in blind is because the story kind of brilliantly unfolds in a way that's only possible if it's told the way it's told. So from the beginning, it's set up that the movie is in chapters and little chapter screens pop up. First of all, it's shot in 35 millimeter film. And to some of you, that'll mean nothing. But even if it doesn't mean anything to you, when you see it, visually you can see like it's got that old kind of warmer feel that some of the thrillers and horror movies of yesterday might have had. But it's separated, the story is separated into chapters, and the chapters are told out of order. Now, doesn't make it confusing at all, but what it does, in a way, yes. But Tarantino is more directly like reverse. Like it starts here and then it goes back. Like this is more like, here's chapter 3, here's chapter 5, here's chapter 2, here's chapter 6, here's chapter 4. You know what I mean? Like it's all mixed up. But what it does is it allows the reveals to happen organically. Like they would in it happened. The reveals come together as they would in life, but you don't see them on the screen until tension has been built and relationships have been built, and it counts. It makes these reveals count. And I didn't walk in going, yeah, this is going to be my movie. Sometimes you walk in like, I'm wearing the shirt. Maxine, I walked in. I said, this is my movie. I can't wait. And I was happy with it. I was thrilled. This one, I said, I'll give it a try. People are talking about it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. And, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And you naturally start to think about where it's going and why certain things are happening. And okay, I realize the chapters are out of order. So maybe that's going to happen there and this is going to happen there. I hope that this isn't just being done for artsy reasons. You always worry that it's just like a filmmaker was given freedom, so he's exercising freedom for the sake of freedom, as opposed to exercising freedom for the sake of making the story better. And I am thrilled to tell you that freedom was exercised for the sole purpose of making the story not just better, but so much better. I will tell you that it is not scary in the sense of like, I don't know. I don't know what movies scare people. I think it's a weird thing when you ask a horror movie, oh, well, is it scary? I don't know. Are you asking, are there jump scares? Are you asking, like, is there a killer on the loose? I don't exactly know what you're asking when you're asking, is it scary?
Right.
But
I couldn't name one right now that was like,
I don't know. We're adults. What do you mean scary movie? Like, we're grown-ups, you know?
I'm so scared.
Yeah. But it is thrilling. And as a thriller, I found myself thrilled, you know? I thought I thought it was great. I was so invested, and by the end, I was like, God damn. I love this. I'm having the best time ever. I mean, I'm thinking back. Oh, your lights went out. That's scary. That's scary. We're doing a horror movie. Yeah.
Oh, now you can see my teeth.
Yeah. This is like the Babadook. Yeah, I am going through all the movies that I went to see over the summer. And man, I might say that Strange Darling was my favorite movie all summer. I saw Maxine.
All summer.
I think
you saw
so.
Maxine.
I saw Maxine. I saw Longlegs. I saw a ton of movies. I did pretty well this summer when it came to seeing movies. And I really think Strange Darling might take that #1 spot. Because it's just so uniquely told. And it's one of those movies where, like, there's a reason for it to be. Like, the people who made this movie made it because they wanted to tell a story, not just because they wanted to, let's just make a movie. You know, it's like, it's one of those things that feels like, okay, you've really created something that didn't exist before it. I feel like once it's out there streaming and on home video and stuff, I'm going to watch it many times. I also feel like, even though there are some questionable scenes, some sexuality, some violence, it is a movie you could take a date to that's not necessarily into, like, the most gory horror movies. You know, because it's a story, you know.
I'll put this one down with the missus.
That's right. But I really enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a small movie, so if you can still find it in theaters, go see it in theaters. And if not, I'm sure it'll be streaming soon. But I would make a point to see it if you enjoy, like, sort of genre-y, thriller-y. It is a very genre-y movie. It's not a thriller like a sort of mainstream detective thriller. It's far more based in genre, which is good. I love that stuff.
Would you say this year has low-key been pretty good for horror movies?
Yeah. I think they figured out, I think it was right around the time that Megan came out. I think that studios figured out that, okay, Marvel is losing its grip a little bit. Every now and then we still get a hit, but Marvel's kind of losing its grip. What do we have that's going to keep us alive? Well, we got these low-budget, high-concept horror movies. And when they don't work, we don't lose our shirt. But when they do work, we make a boatload of cash. And they don't have to make $1 billion to work. If one of these movies...
You don't need A-listers.
No. If one of these movies... Like, if this movie made $30 million, that's a hit, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I think studios... I think horror movies have done a lot to get that shot in the arm back for theaters while Marvel is putting themselves back together. And it seems
I think it's this. It's like the Oscar baits, you know, that come out at the end of the year, and then it's horror movies because, like, comedies are kind of just like streaming services now. You're not like going to the theater for that.
The nostalgia stuff, like Beetlejuice.
Right. Yeah.